Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for January the 1st through to the 15th. So happy new year Virgo. Let's hope that 2022 is going to be a good one, and on that the 2022 yearly forecasts are out. For the link for that is in the description box below. But this reading is for the first 2 weeks, and we have the Moon, Jupiter, Neptune, Pisces, Venus and the Sun, Sagittarius. Something is finally being revealed to you here about your shadow side, something that you kind of feel obliged to be doing is what I'm getting here for you, Virgo. And there's a sense of a realization that you don't actually have to be doing that. And kind of, why have you decided that you need to be doing it's sort of like a responsibility and obligation. And so I do feel like, yes, this gives you the opportunity to let something go that has been possibly weighing heavily on you or become a real burden, something that you felt like you had to say yes to. And it's kind of like, why? Why do I have to do that? So, and the realization is that it is a part of your own shadow that kind of, for whatever reason, some sort of taught expectation. There's too much there coming out, Virgo. So this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising, and it is a general reading, so just take what feels right. And if it does really resonate, there is an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. Okay, we'll get another reading for you here. It's interesting because the Moon Pisces is actually your opposite sign. So it's kind of like it's working for you actually in this, and Jupiter has moved into Pisces. So both Jupiter and Neptune are in Pisces at this moment in time that this reading is for. Again, so much is coming out. It's like so much is coming out, I don't necessarily want to look at it all. And that's what could be coming out here with this. It feels like something's come out of the subconscious realms for you to look at. So we've got Sword 2, Venus, Libra. This is a decision that maybe you don't necessarily want to have to make at this point, the Sword King, but it does require some sort of detachment and rationality. We've got Wand 5, Sun Leo, and Wand 6, Jupiter Leo, reversed. So we've got a lot coming out here, and it's a lot to do with how motivated or where your motivations lie, what sort of, I do feel like this is kind of an energy, a bit of a reality check, like why am I putting so much energy into something? The Wand 6 represents victory, success, recognition, and what part of you is recognizing that something is conflicted at this moment in time. So this is where I feel like, yes, this rational mind, this rational thought, what's going inside of your head is actually going to really help you with this. This is where the answers are going to become clear. You're getting the messages from those kind of murky realms of the subconscious, or something is being revealed to you with this, and you're just being able to let something go. This also could be some kind of secret that gets revealed as well, and it's kind of like, right, now I see, and now the reality, I understand the reality of the situation. I need to make a decision here about this. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. We've got the Page of Pentacles has come through. So this is something that you've kind of been, could be related to a child, but I feel like there's something you've been trying to develop, and something from the childhood or something to do with family is potentially, or someone from the past, a memory from the past has potentially been blocking this with the Six of Cups. So yeah, the Two of Swords is indecision about what to do about this. Intuition's telling you one thing, perhaps your head's telling you something different, but you're wanting to move on. And yeah, especially like something has kind of hurt you in the past. But yeah, there definitely could be related to work, because we're getting all these pentacles. But yeah, or something that you're wanting to work on here for Virgo. So we're going to have to move all of these across just for a second. So I've got room for this last line to come through. So I do feel you want success, but this is kind of something that this is something that's going to feel more on an internal, deep process. It's like, I feel good about this. I feel like I've done well with this, and doesn't have to get anybody else's approval. The Lovers. So there is definitely a choice here. The Two of Cups, there's love around, okay, or a very strong connection around. So, and there could be some history with this energy where there is a wound associated with it. Justice, there is a need for impartiality and fairness as well to come through, perhaps new contracts. And the Tower, wow. Okay, the Tower energy has come out, and at the base, the Seven of Wands, getting yourself in a much stronger position and getting really clear. Wow. Okay. This is amazing. I feel like there's been some kind of breakthrough, like something has really been revealed to you in quite a dramatic, clear way, like an insight or some knowledge that comes to you that just shifts everything related to what was going on in the past. So this Page of Pentacles, I feel like there was something that you were working on here that has been frozen in time, and it kind of never kind of got past a certain point. It's kind of like, and it might also be if ever you get presented with this situation again, you never want it to go past that point because of being hurt in the past. Crossed by the Six of Cups, this is someone or an energy from the past or a memory from the past that's blocking you from moving forward. And we can see with this Three of Swords that this has, been a pain point. It's been something that's really, really hurt you. And so that's why I think it's really fascinating that you're getting this realization now, because I feel like, yes, it can be a bit of a reality check, but it allows you to suddenly shift and move forward. But there's some big decisions and choices to be made about this, and this could actually be a new relationship coming in here for some of you, Virgo. So, or it's something to do with an existing relationship and connection that wants to move into a new realm, into new territory. So wants to develop into something a bit different. Interesting. So, in your conscious mind, there is hesitation, indecision, not sure what to do with something. You can see both sides, perhaps. It's a very, you've got Libra next to us, the Justice card coming in. So, this is very much a Libra energy, the Two of Swords. It's very much like, I can see that person's point of view, I can see that person's point of view, and now I don't know. And so something's kind of been revealed to you that you might have to consider two different people or two different points of view here. At the base, you've got the Six of Swords. So maybe a lot of this is to do with thinking about moving or traveling, or somebody has moved or moved on, because we've got that past energy there. So this is kind of really, or someone is about to move on. There's just that energy around you, or you wanting to move on from this energy. So it's definitely, this is what's happening at the base. You're definitely wanting to move on from this, or move on from an energy. And but you're still hesitant about it because of this big block. And like we said, in the recent past, here's the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is interesting. It's come up a lot because the wounds have been coming up just in that, from the end of December moving into January, because of this beautiful energy of Jupiter moving into Pisces that brings a lot of love and compassion, and Neptune is there as well. So I think with what Jupiter is doing is it's expanding and showing you something that you've kind of felt a bit lost with, or you felt like there could have been a boundary issue. Maybe there was betrayal. Maybe there was a sense that it was hard to kind of come back from that. And so however that's presented in your life. And I feel like, it kind of really, I'm kind of getting this sharp feeling. It was a sharp pain that came through here with this. But that's why this compassion and unconditional love that's coming in with these planets at this moment, and it is crowning you here with that Moon card, they're bringing this love and compassion that just kind of overflows in like this beautiful high vibrational energy onto your wound, and brings this love that it can reveal a lot to you intuitively. There can be these mystical experiences with it as well, like highly intuitive experiences. But ultimately, it's bringing you knowledge for healing, and that's what it's doing. And this Three of Swords, the knowledge is coming to your mind, the element of air, and that's why you're crossed by the Two of Swords. You're crowned by the Two of Swords, and you've got the Six of Swords, and you've got the Ace of Swords. Something going on inside your mind. It's how you are processing, how you have computed this and thought about it, and what sort of decisions you need to make, and what clarity is coming through now with this. And this is interesting, the Three of Swords, because the wound comes up to be cleared, and it's actually swords, which represents the element of air, not water, which would be the heart, the emotion. It's the swords, the ideas, the thoughts that are piercing your heart at this moment, how you've thought or what belief systems you've brought along to whatever this was that was wounding you with this Three of Swords. And it's come up to the element of air. The wound has come up to the element of air to be cleared. So it's actually a really nice energy to come through. So in the near future, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is pretty much work, getting down to work. So where this is getting down to work with whatever this has brought up for you and, whatever decisions are coming through here, or whether this is around something to do with your work, because we do have the Page of Pentacles. So it feels like maybe something that you wanted to do, whether it was to do an idea to do with your career or something that you've always wanted to kind of work on. I do feel like it's a sense of now you can start developing that and working on that, which is actually really nice as well. And this could be related to your health. So there's a lot coming in, and yes, and it can also be the fact that you are surrounded by this Two of Cups. There is this relationship here. So we've got the Lovers card with the Two of Cups. Okay, this is you. So who or what do you choose here? Is there someone around that wants you to choose them? Because there is a choice coming up here around love. And so that's with this, the Two of Cups, the Lovers and the Tower card, this can be quite literally falling in love for some of you, which is a nice energy. But because it's got this past historical energy with it, I feel like perhaps this is someone that you're seeing that you've got this kind of past energy. So it could relate to family or someone like that, or a past relationship that still has a connection with you at this moment in time. So yeah, the Lovers card does represent there is a big choice. And the choice, I would say, is to do with love, because you've got the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. That is here for some of you on the cards. It can be a reconnection with somebody as well. But like I said, with that Six of Cups there, it could be someone that from the past. That could have been a friend, a relative, anything. So there is this connection that's wanting to come in, and there's something that I think is really developing, and perhaps there's something that you're really wanting to work on, and starting small, but it could really grow and be something that you could get some really positive, tangible results with. So hopes and fears, we've got the Justice. This can be new contracts, new soul contracts, I would say this is. But, we've got the work as well. Could be some kind of work contract that's coming in. So expect the unexpected, boom, with the Tower. And with the Ace of Swords as well, both of these bring this very Aquarian-like flash of insight with the Moon card. Also could be just something that you just suddenly know. There's just a knowing, or you see something. It's just like once you see it, once you know it, once you realize it, you can't take that back. You can't undo it. It changes it forever kind of energy. And so with the Seven of Wands, it's kind of saying getting yourself in a better position, feeling a lot stronger, but being able to defend, feeling stronger to be able to defend yourself. So against kind of, I guess, this wound. So it feels like the wound is healing over, and it's not going to be hurting you so much anymore. And this might be something that is kind of fairly unexpected, which is actually really, really nice with that Seven of Wands energy. So it has taken a lot of time and effort, but it is a beautiful energy. So if there is a new relationship on offer here, this is the opportunity here for this to bring in, this is kind of something fated about it, because we've got the Ace of Swords, which means there's a new contract. It could represent a new contract that is more aligned to your truth, more aligned to your integrity, more aligned to your honesty. So if this is a new relationship coming in, or just a shift of an existing relationship, it's moving into newer territory where those things are kind of at the fore. And that's not to say you might have a completely, you might feel like you already have that relationship, but it does feel like there's something that's being broken down here and pulled apart and then re-sewn back up. So the Ace of Swords is beautiful because it does represent, you are crowned here by, there's a decision to be made, and maybe there's hesitancy and indecision. And the Ace of Swords is very much the decision. It's very much a brilliant insight, idea. It's clarity coming through. And aligns you to the truth, which something is being revealed to you that you are going to know on just a pure knowing level that this is true. And the Ace of Swords also helps you sever a tie with something that perhaps was hooking you in those subconscious realms without you even knowing. So there's unexpected healing that's coming through here, and you might find yourself unexpectedly in a much better position when it comes to matters of moving on from something. And definitely could be related to, if there's something you're developing with your work. We've got the key and the butterfly, and it's kind of interesting. This key has the symbol that represents the cycles and how that everything in life is cyclical. Every moment there's a beginning, middle, and end, and it just constantly, every moment of life is a transition. And so it's saying with the butterfly that this is some sort of transformative transition that's occurring here for you. And I do feel like it's occurring in your heart, affecting some kind of wound, but then that opens up the doorway for a new relationship or a shift in a relationship, plus also something, if it's something to do with what it is that you've been working on in your element, the element of earth. So this could be a work opportunity, opens you up to something new coming in there. This could be a new work relationship, someone that you're working with. And it can also be to do with money, health, home. But I do feel like it's very much working on this in your own way as well, because the Eight of Pentacles is a real Virgo energy. It's like just being very methodical, very pragmatic, going over some details and just unlocking. Something's been unlocked here, and once you see it and you know it and it's been revealed to you, it does bring this transformation. Now, it is a little butterfly, which is saying it's just a very focused area of your life. It's a little part of you again, a little part of your life is getting this little mini transformation. So, yeah, that's it, Virgo. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in with the Tower card, because it always kind of goes boom, and then we want to see where everything lands after that. So that's going to be, we're going to look into the future and the future beyond, the near future and the future beyond, and see kind of where this is going. And we're also going to tune into career, money, love, and relationships and focus in on those three areas and get some more information about that, as well as any other intuitive messages or insights, because with both the Moon and the Tower card, there's things coming through and messages wanting to come through for you. So that's all going to be in the extended reading. Love it if you come over, Virgo. The link for that is in the description box below. And also just a reminder, if you want to look further into what's coming in for you in 2022, the yearly forecast is out, and the link for that is also in the description box below. So thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year, Virgo. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and thanks so much for joining me.